football game. Temperatures are kind as well, no doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be.
To develop a story.
Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key up for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers.
It's a big part of this movie, and let us in a way that I would have never expected. Just a experience I will never forget.
It was the greatest feeling.
And that gets things running.
Go from Grand Prix to Grand Prix, to be so intimate with the drivers and the whole Formula 1 and FIA, and for all of them to really welcome us and support us. And once you see this film, you're going to see that.
And he's had a shot!
Oh,
Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Saleh Javier knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Well, we could always be better. Of course, the last race was great, winning in Canada, but we're striving for more.
Jones.
We want to be about championship fight.
You had a pretty good, last race was pretty good for you. No, actually very good
Nice
for you.
ball, and he's in here.
What are you hoping for in the second part of the season?
More of the
Jones.
same. I think we understand the car.
Cross to the back post.
Understanding myself further. We want to get
Clears
more
it
wins
away.
on the board, so.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. He has found the way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Very nicely done. Reina. Just to show off his quick feet. The defence just about came out on top, but they were... Can he put it away? It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
And it's played forward. Defending of the desperate variety. He's had a hit!
Look at Jalen Williams, the brother's a stud. Legit
Reina.
6'7", 6'8", only winning 2 plays in the NBA this year that made it all NBA team, all defensive team. The brother plays on both sides of the ball. He's got a J, he's got a handle, he's got passing ability, he's got a jump shot.
He's found a way past. Could try cutting inside here.
The brother's got a
Oh,
bad,
really
no
good
doubt
feet.
about it. He can
Oh, it's
go.
played into the
I don't know
area.
about the Scottie Pippen comparison.
He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
His greatest offensive performance was when he scored 37. If I remember correctly, as against the Rockets in the first round. This is not one of the Chicago Bulls. I think one time the Chicago Bulls about to drop 35. But I have never seen a game with Michael Jordan on the court where Scottie Pippen was in the court. That never happened. That happened last night with Jalen Williams. Last night, Jalen Williams was given the ball by Dagnall. Now, it was supposed to be...
And he's picked it up out wide.
...before getting the ball off of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's hands. Not getting the first line of defense out of Indiana, coming at SGA, letting come at Jalen Williams instead, so you can preserve SGA so he can have fresh legs come fourth quarter, because we saw what happened to him in Game 3.
Nicely
But Jalen
intercepted.
Williams was waving him off because he was feeling it. He knew it. SGA knew it. He
Jones.
said, go ahead and do your thing. I never saw that with Pippen, with Michael Jordan on the court. That's why I don't get that comparison. That's just me. Having said that,
He's shifting through the
Jalen
gears
Williams is
here.
special. Make no mistake about it. His only issue,
And it's
I
played
told
in
him
here.
this when I saw him, his only issue is consistency. That's it. There's nothing else about
There's
his game
the
that you
hit.
see that's not there.
A real chance and
Offensively,
a
he's got
real
a bag,
let-off.
a versatile bag where he'll bring it at you. The bottom line is this. It was consistency, but over the last 3 games, the brother's averaging 31 on better than 50% shooting. And SGA is averaging 30 on 46% shooting. They keep that up, Indiana's not winning this series. And so I'm looking at it from that standpoint. I've been saying all along, if Jay Williams gives you what he's capable of giving you, there's no reason why the Thunder will lose a championship, and they're showing us that now.
Stephen, you made quite the proclamation as fans started to stream out of this building.
Yes, I said that if the Pacers win this game, they're going to win the championship. If they lose, we're going to a Game 7. Because I think both teams the rest of this way will protect their home court. That's what we're looking at right now. This is a big-time win for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They were down 10. They weren't moving the ball with any fluidity. Every single shot they were taking looked difficult and contested. Meanwhile, Indiana was playing within the flow of their offense. They were passing the ball. They were sharing with one another. The spacing was sublime. You looked at them and you said, damn, they're going to win this game. And then Shea Butter answered the call. Let's not forget Jalen Williams at 27. But Shea Butter did his thing down the stretch. OKC went on a 12-1 run to end the game in the final 2 minutes and 58 seconds. This series is tied. They're going back to OKC, and the Thunder officially have the momentum in their favor.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
If I tell you before the game that Shea has 0 assists for the first time in 347 games, and you all as a team make three pointers in the game, you're wondering, why am I talking to you on the set right now?
Probably not expecting to be up here.
Understood. So it's a long answer, I'm sure, layers, but how do you all manage to not steal this game, but win this game in the fourth quarter in this building, which is as good as yours?
You have to feel for him, Peter.
Yeah, I mean, to start just an unbelievable belief in this group. You know, like we really believe that we're going to get the job done night in, night out, no matter what the circumstances are. And then, you know, winning the margins, we got to the paint at a high rate. I think we did a pretty good job at creating turnovers, and then we got to the free throw line a good amount and made points there. So I don't even know what the offensive rebounds are, but Chet had a couple of big ones in the start of the fourth to give us easy points.
The United States got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count.
Well, you can't ask for much better than that, Peter. Bang, bang, two in double quick time.
It's all the little things,
to the pressure.
You know, like you said, this is the biggest stage. It's easy to get wrapped up in, you know, everything that you thought it was growing up. But the beautiful things are all the little things that you got to focus on. You can't get wrapped up in that. You know, we're playing games. You got to focus on every single possession all game long, try to stack them up and try to come away with wins.
Covering all these different sports as we do on SportsCenter, whether it's the World Series or the Super Bowl or a major championship in golf or whatever, people say you just try to keep it the same. Right? It's just a game. But come on, man. This isn't a normal game.
I mean, it's easy to say it, but everybody's lying to you when they do say it.
Thank you for being honest. So how do you do the best to make it just be just that, just another run?
Well, I mean, you prepare all year long. You have a routine. You know, we play 82 regular season games.
Out to the left
all
it goes.
Season long, you're preparing like every single game is
he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area.
You know, you just take that
the
preparation
referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
You know, we've kind of taken that mindset, and it's gotten us to where we are.
What's your sense of what it will take to get the last win? You'll get the first shot at it Thursday. If you need another one, you can come back home. But what do you believe will be required to knock off this very tough, talented Pacer team?
Nothing different than what we've seen this whole series. You know, like you said, they're not going to quit. They're going to continue to fight. They're going to continue to kick. You know, no team gets here in the finals, you know, if they quit easily. You know what I'm saying? So we got to bring it all because we know they're going to bring it all. And, you know, big games coming up.
Rick, you all had 20 assists in the first 3 quarters, but then
and he's running through. Just eases him off the ball. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, the defence proved infallible then. That won't be the last they'll see of him.
And then, you know, we just got too stagnant. You know, the ball was not being advanced quickly enough. We weren't creating problems. And we're up against the clock a lot, so things got very difficult. But you got to give them credit. I mean, they
now then, the ball's come loose. Saudi Arabia are already trailing here early on.
As far as officiating,
cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, I would say that they've only got themselves to blame, Peter. They've been caught cold.
I've seen about the officiating. Scott Foster in particular. I've known Scott Foster for 30 years. He's a great official. He's done a great job in these playoffs.
Saudi Arabia needing to chase the game already.
And the ridiculous scrutiny that's being thrown out there is terrible and unfair and unjust and stupid.
And that is played back to front.
And Rick Carlisle couldn't get the answer to solve that, and part of the problem for them is the issue for Ty Halliburton. What do we know about that?
Ooh, can he get onto this?
He's not 100%. It's pretty clear.
Yeah, Peter, just have a look at this and see how the strikers are drifting into wide positions now.
The next game,
and that's tactical, is it? It's
not
we
were concerned at halftime.
No,
and,
it's all related.
He insisted on playing, and I thought he made a lot of really good things happen in the second half. But he's not. He's not 100%. You know, and there's a lot of guys in this series that aren't. So.
I mean, it's going to be fun. It's the finals, man. I've worked my whole life to be here, and I want to be out there to compete. You know, help my teammates
probably the
any way
best
I
option.
can. You know, I was not great tonight by any means, but
Saudi Arabia finding their passes.
Really a thought.
That has been knocked clear.
If I can, you know, walk, play. So, you know, they understand that, and
that's
you
a
know,
key
it is
interception.
what it is, and you know, got to be ready to go for game 6.
First row on the right, Jim.
Thought is if we lose, the season's
looking
over.
to pass
You know,
their
so
way
our backs
through.
are against the wall. You
Pitches
know,
it off
we
him.
take pride in playing at home in front of our fans, and our fans are amazing. So you know, we know they're going to come out with a ton of energy. You know, in Game 6,
that is not the best
so
ball.
we're going to have to be able to respond, be better, and look forward to the challenge. You know, we got to take this a day at a time. Our backs against the wall. I mean, you got to look at Game 6 like it's a Game 7. You know, losing is you know, if we lose, your season's over. So you know, we got to go in and you know, take care of business. Just approach the game the right way. See if we get better in film, and be ready to compete.
Swung in towards the middle. Great lead! Harmlessly behind.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially...
Pretty play. And Terry.
Good play on the left-hand side here.
That's a good look. Bottom.
Lots to admire in the run and the defending.
Turns the corner, that little
There's
hazy
a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Chance to shoot now. Reina.
He just doesn't miss two-point shot.
Chance here to counter.
That pass fortunate to get to Clay. Shot off balance, but he's able to hit.
Oh, that's nice. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Reina. Done delicately. Keeper's ball.
First of all, I just want to thank the Boston.
That tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
I'm happy.
And he shapes the sides. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
American also be happy to.
It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing.
Si me trajeron para acá fue por algo y pienso dar lo mejor en mí en esta organización porque me dieron la confianza.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Tipo pelotero que le gusta salir jugar día a día, dar lo mejor de uno y nada, alegre como siempre con Willy, los muchachos, Chapi, y son gente que cuando jugaba en contra siempre me daban la buena motivación y ahora lo tengo como compañero, me siento tan alegre de estar al lado de ellos y estamos aquí.
And also, I just want to say that the reason that the Giants brought me here is for a reason, and I will give my 100%
always going to be the
on
key.
field. Happy to meet my new teammates. I'm always a happy person, especially with Willie out there. And also, you know, I saw my teammates from afar. They always inspire me, and I'm now happy to be part.
Threads one in. Goalkeeper's ball.
Thank you, Rafi. Thanks.
Over to the left, back into the middle.
Bro, like literally, we just swept the Yankees, right? I'm talking crazy smack to my 13-year-old son because he's a huge Yankee fan. I'm giving him the business. All this, we win 5 straight. 5. We swept the Yankees. Then all of a sudden, Jeff Passan, I'm going to have to talk to you, my brother, because I don't like this type of news being dropped. My man Devils gets dealt like that. Like, Boston is acting like the Tampa Bay Rays. Like, we're a small market team. How could you do? I don't know what the hell we are doing in Boston right now. This feels like Mookie Betts all over again, trading away a young superstar like this. Listen, I know he didn't want to play first base, but guess what? There's a lot of organizations that deal with, you know, disgruntled superstars. Guess what? Find a way to deal with this. I mean, bruh, like, I can literally walk up the step right now because I'm still.
My favorite part is that he's blaming Jeff Passan.
Yeah.
It's a little scary. That damn Jeff Passan.
On the set of baseball tonight with Hall of Famer Tim Kirkchin, Kevin Connors. Major League trade deadline is July 31st. But boy, Sunday night, the Red Sox and Giants beat all 28 other teams to the altar with that blockbuster deal sending Rafael Devers to San Francisco.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on.
Out of all the baseball
from here,
has the most at stake at this trade deadline?
Well, I think now it's the Red Sox. They took a guy who is on a path to be in the Hall of Fame, one of the best young hitters that we've
Midway
seen.
through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
He absolutely kills the Yankees, and
that is a nice touch
in return, which the Red Sox had to do. But if they're going to
they could break
the
here
Yankees or make the playoffs somehow in the American League, they're going to have to go out and do something else. They're going to have to go out and replace his bat. And I'm not sure how they're going to do that. But now, because of this move, and we all understand why they made this move, I think this means they're going to go do something else to replace his bat in the game.
There's been an infusion of a lot of really good young players, but none, at least at this point in their careers, that give you what Rafael Devers gives you. How about teams, Tim, that aren't contending for the playoffs that have a lot of stake at the deadline as well?
Yeah, the Orioles.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Not going to the playoffs this year. So, and they have a couple of free agents after the season. So with Mullins, Zach Eflin, those guys could help a bunch of teams. They could also help the Orioles moving forward. So shouldn't the Orioles try to re-sign those guys? Any move that they make may not affect them this year, but they have to think we're going to contend next year. So any move they make has to have 2026 in mind. And then, of course, the Rockies and the White Sox and the Marlins and the Pirates are all going to trade in order to rebuild. So this is going to be a fascinating trade market. And today,
the United States get themselves into the lead.
Fascinating already. A blockbuster there between the Red Sox and the Giants. And baseball tonight comes your way every Sunday night, 6 o'clock Eastern on ESPN.
Oh, can he get onto this? That's been cut out. Well played. Jones. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's had it taken off him. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Is this you when a foul ball comes your way?
Well, that is not the best ball.
Clearly is miffed having made the run
ball.
and not get picked out.
Embarrassing your kids. Dropping your kids. Bringing shame to your family.
That's a looking ball, that. Well, that's well spotted.
Well, then listen up, because I'm about to change your life.
Hi, I'm America's dad,
Jones.
Jim Gaffigan, and I have a very important message for the fathers out there. We all know about the cool, hip dad, The dad that catches the foul ball or the home run while he's holding his own child.
Man, one-handed grab with a child in his lap and some hot dogs in his hand.
Feet. Now the ball in.
Well, that didn't happen by
Clears it away.
accident. They happened because I taught them everything they know. With Jim Gaffigan's Dad's Defensive Drills video.
Only available on VHS. Though I'm told it could stream on ESPN Plus soon if they meet my demands.
World-class athlete Jim Gaffigan. I'm here to teach you the secret of how to catch a fly ball while holding your
space and looking for options.
Sight, secure, snap.
Sight, secure, snap.
Reina.
This is the drills video that produced back-to-back viral highlights. Make Dad go viral.
Running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Gotta focus on the ball.
In 3 hours of specially formulated drills, you will learn to improve fear of the ball.
You were frightened of a ball.
Reina.
How dare you?
Hand-eye coordination.
Reina.
The baby's gonna be all right. You know.
Now here's the delivery.
Doing things with the kid strapped to your chest.
I want you to crawl next time. See if it's any faster.
This is the defensive drills video that gets results.
And it's looking safe.
Thanks for the endorsement, Fred. But you don't have to take my word for it, or a Hall of Fame ball player. What about these all-stars? The men that have appeared on SportsCenter in the top 10, including everyone's favorite, Steve.
Dad's making plays. Nice.
This is the Dad's Defensive Drills video that gets results.
Fred McGriff already did that one.
Yeah, you're right.
Talk about how it's on VHS.
Copy. Without Jim and the fundamentals that he teaches, I might have dropped my beer.
One more time, more manly.
When that home run came my way, all I could hear was Jim Gaffigan's voice in my ear saying,
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
I used to be like you.
Would you shut the f*** up? I'm trying to do something.
Forwards and with intent.
Thousands of
They've got it
hours
back
of
as soon as
research,
they gave it away.
and grueling practice later, I have become the world's foremost expert on catching baseballs with children in tow and impressing a crowd full of strangers.
You know, this Father's Day, you should give your dad something every father wants. The respect of his family. With Jim Gaffigan's Dad's Defensive Drills video, he can get that.
Played out wide.
Go deep.
No babies were harmed during the filming, and if you are concerned about the safety of the dolls, you should consult your congressperson.
Who's Jim Gaffigan?
Bivens 2-1. Peterson on the ground to short at Alisea. Through the
changes it with that pass.
Turley and Weber score. This game is tied.
Forward it goes. No, that's been intercepted.
This is a tough one here. The ball and the runner kind of arrive at the same time, and Alisea just kind of whips it, Ben. I just don't think he got a great look at it. I think the runner affects him, and he ends up way inside the baseball. What looked like might have been a 6-4-3 ends up nobody out and a tie.
Uncompromising. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing.
2-1. Eddie King skies it to center. Reader backs up. That is plenty deep. Alisea tags to the plate. He scores.
That has been looked clear.
Lives.
Well, they put it back in a hurry. Laid out to the left flank. Aimed in towards the centre.
That was fun, boys.
Pretty good back-to-back days.
It just keeps getting better and better, man, with these games. It's crazy. I hate it for Oregon State. They fought their tails off, man, to get there, but just come up a little bit short.
Sports Center is next for Danny Wexelman, Ben McDonald, Chris Burke, and our entire crew, led by Sean Jackson and Jeff Evers. Mike Monaco saying thanks for joining us here in Omaha. Don't forget, 7:30 Eastern here on ESPN. UCLA and Arkansas for now. Shea Cornett and Phil Murphy, all yours.
And the lead is extended still further.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because
all
that's
against one of the best relievers in college baseball.
The keeper was unsighted by his defense.
Infield is in. Aliseo bonds back to the mound, and a run scores.
And there was his first.
7-3 Louisville, and no miss signs that time.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession.
Well, we talked about Louisville. How many different ways that they can beat you? Beat you with their
Arquette. First pitch swinging on a rope to left. That ball is back and gone. Leadoff home run, Arquette, and it's a 2-run ball game.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
We got a new leader in the distance clubhouse.
That's well seen too.
Sitting heater and gets one. You talk about right down
over
Broadway,
again with the goalkeeper.
right in mid-thigh, and you think Daniel Levitch maybe thought, Ben, like you were saying, maybe they'll be taken, let's get ahead, and Arquette said, no, sir.
That's some quick hands, too. That ball looked like it got on him for a while, and he just went after it. When
the referee's given it.
Against all ACC, Zion Rose. First pitch swinging, flared into right, and that ball is fair. Monroe scores. King right behind him. Louisville leads.
Little cutter right here kind of stays in the heart of the play, but you see when he catches it a little bit off the.
And he's had it nicked away.
Hutchison's well positioned, and Rose pulls it down the left field line. Struck well into the corner. This ball is back, and it is gone.
Robinson.
Zion Rose with a solo shot to begin the fourth.
And he's on his way. That's not the cross he had in mind. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Come on, we'll take a look at it. Yeah, a little spinner, and you see it starts it a little bit too far inside. That ball ends up right in the heart of the plate. And Rose on time with his 13th long ball of the year, his 67th RBI. Not where you wanted that little spinner.
Turley made up for maybe an ill-advised decision and Phil heads up.
And now we got flying bats.
Yeah, the ball is loose and the chase is on.
Does TrackMan track thrown bats? I guess not.
What's that launch?
Oh, such a clever touch.
32.5.
Yeah.
And he's got his cross in.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Yeah. Oh, my beads.
Lifted high in the air by Gavin Turley. That ball at the wall and gone.
Pinch one through.
Got at 110, and watch how subtle this move is. So it's a no-doubter, right? We know the bat flip is kind of in vogue. How about the put your head down, KP? I'm kind of into this piece. Look,
it's fine with that.
Look, just put your head down. Like there's something kind of freeing about not having to sweat it out, because Gavin Turley knows when he hits a ball good.
Strong running down that left flank. He is through here. Oh, good ball. Shots on here.
Monroe, who goes first pitch swinging in the air to left. Turley's back, and it is gone. Jake Monroe goes deep with a two-run shot.
The 798 four-seamer right down Broadway, and Monroe just absolutely launches this one, catches it deep, and that is a no-doubter into the left field seats.
Jones.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Comebacker. This one ramps up the middle. Ivar, get the spin.
All you'd be thinking is, please, ground.
Trying to tell you, man.
That's what I've been wanting to see. I want to see the big fella move around a little bit now.
Mike Monaco, and then throw it accurately, right? So this ball, I think it bounces off the base, and the pirouette and a strike. You are so in a spin cycle there that you have to have that release point memorized, and that is as good as it gets there from Ivar. Cat almost hit the umpire.
I love how he kept it low, too. He kept it low to give his first baseman a chance.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Craig unloads down the left field line and gone. No stride, no problem for Jacob Craig.
Watch that lead shoulder. He's going to load into that back hip, engage the lower half, and he catches that one right around the front foot. And a really tight turn there by Jacob Craig to get the barrel out in front. And a no-doubter on a day where the ball is flying to left field. And we're seeing some long balls here this afternoon, boys.
Yeah, we haven't had many long balls here at the College World Series so far this year, but the ball is traveling a little different today.
Ooh, can he get onto this?
Line drive over Arquette into left field.
He's seen the run.
Louisville strikes first on a rocket from Eddie King.
Trying to get the ball down in the zone. Look where this pitch is. Down at his kneecaps, and Eddie King, who is as hot as any hitter in the country, a 111.
And he's there to clear
one iron into left field. That ball was juiced off the bat of Eddie King Jr., who continues to come up with.
Barr, and a hitter's count 2-1. Chase is there and caroms away, and Wells Sykes scores. 5-1.
Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
It's just not
and here's the chance to counter.
I know how many people have told me about the
Gets
one
his
day.
pass away.
He's late with the glove.
Well,
and he's managed to get free. That is lovely.
Turley on a line to left into the corner. And all the way toward the wall. Rose cuts it off. Arquette gets the windmill. Alisay's throw. Not in time. The Beavers walk it off.
Played it short.
Arquette's definitely going to score. And he goes to the pop-up slide. The ball just scoots out of his glove. And the athletic Arquette able to take advantage of it. Rose cuts this thing off, but it just pops out. And then Arquette just puts the gas pedal down. Beats the throw by a few feet. What a finish.
Two guys who had defensive miscues in the top of the ninth. Ivar Arquette and Gavin Turley, a tone in the bottom of the ninth. Maybe the two best players on this team, they get the job done. And the Beavers
That has left him in a heap.
Pulled into the gap toward right center. With Talt on the move and out of his reach.
The whistle for half-time.
Bornine scores. Barco right behind him. Mitchell to the plate. And it's a bases clearing double.
Down the stretch. Go out there and compete was the main thing. I knew if we lost, then we'd have to play again tonight, and we really didn't want to do that. So just had to go out there and give it my best and pray for the win.
Sleep fast, quick turnaround. What was the preparation like for this morning?
Robinson.
Not much preparation. I probably got 3 hours of sleep last night, but woke up and was ready to go and was excited to be out here.
Feels like a while ago, but Jared Jones had the home run coming off a tough night the day before. How different is his offense when his bat gets going?
I mean, his bat, everybody, it doesn't matter whose bat is hot, but especially with him when he starts hitting the ball, then everybody's going to hit.
Congratulations. You deserve a nap now.
Very neat.
I'm going to take one for sure.
Backward it goes. Oh, good spread.
Field seems to be playing big right now, not a whole lot of ball.
Without complication.
This is why
And quick to get it back.
To know that there's not many guys going to hit the ball over the fence. How's it like mentally and also physically? Does anything change?
Cut short.
Yeah, it gives you the ability to attack more. Not necessarily that I change my mindset.
Looking for the runner.
But just having that mindset and just
great
stress
skill. That's nice.
You and also
that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined.
Nice, but,
well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Every out, trying to strike the boot out, and that's kind of our mentality. It's really been successful so far. And excited for Anthony to go out there and get it done.
Let's talk about Anthony.
The referee's awarded a free kick.
You guys have struck out a lot of batters so far this season. What advice did you give to him and the kind of that scouting report that the Bruins are going to bring to this park tomorrow?
Yeah, like I said, our mentality is changing. We have a plan for tomorrow that we're going to stand by and really just giving my support. I can't do much tomorrow, but I'm going to be that guy in the dugout that whatever Anthony needs, I'll be there for. And we'll be ready. I mean, Anthony is a guy I really trust, and when the moment gets big, he gets big.
Neatly.
Super proud and really excited to watch him pitch.
Ream.
Okay, let's give your defense a little love. Jared Jones moving around like a cat at first base, not a bear. And then you got Milan playing short, Dickinson, and Braswell, Stanfield in center. You know, all the guys that you got behind you. How about
it out wide?
Yeah, really.
In comes the cross.
Like I said, all goes back to trust.
That has been
Luis
knocked
behind
clear.
the plate, just being a warrior back there.
Making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front. And this is something different.
And our outfielders are outstanding. So fast and agile, and just give a lot of credit to them. They don't give enough.
Unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Excited to be back out there and watch them.
Man, Ken, we got to work every single night here in Omaha. You just go out there and you dominate on one game. What do you do for the next couple of days, and when can you come back?
Nice interception.
Yeah, I'll be ready when my name is called, but our strength coach, Chris Robinson, has got me working, so don't you worry.
Ooh, can he get onto this? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Primeramente le quiero dar las gracias a Dios por esta oportunidad y a la organización de los de votos por la oportunidad.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble. Ream.
First of all, I just want to thank the Boston Red Sox organization for signing me at 16.
Interception. His positioning was spot on.
I'm happy to be here with the San Francisco Giants, and obviously happy to represent Latin America, and also be happy to be able to meet Barry Bonds.
Y pienso que si me trajeron para acá fue por algo y pienso dar lo mejor de mí en esta organización porque me dieron la confianza de traerme aquí. Y nada, lo mejor de mí, como siempre lo he hecho, soy un tipo pelotero que me gusta salir.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Y nada, alegre como siempre con Willy, los
fiddles it through, calmly anticipates. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And also, I just want to say that the reason that the Giants brought me here is for a reason, and I will give my 100% effort there on the field. Happy to meet my new teammates. I'm always a happy person, especially with Willie out there, and also, you know, I saw my teammates from afar. They always inspire me, and I'm now happy to be part of the team.
Here's Robinson. It's an exciting looking
Thank you,
ball,
Rafi.
Oh, that's a key intersection. Oh, easy pickings there.
2-1. Eddie King skies it to center. Reader backs up. That is plenty deep. Aliseo tags to the plate. He scores, and Louisville lives!
And he's managed to gift it back. Jones. Robinson. Well, that is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look. Yeah, the idea was right.
That's fun, boys.
Pretty good back-to-back days.
It's getting better and better, man, with these games. It's crazy. I hate it for Oregon State. They fought their tails off, man, to get there, but just come up a little bit short.
Sports Center is next for Danny Wexham and Ben McDonald. Chris Burke and our entire crew, led by Sean Jackson and Jeff Evers. Mike Monaco saying thanks for joining us here in Omaha. Don't forget, 7:30 Eastern here on ESPN. UCLA and Arkansas for now. Shea Cornett and Phil Murphy, all yours. Bivens 2-1. Peterson on the ground to short at Alisea through the wickets. Turley and Weber score. This game is tied.
Moved on forwards. And that's a throw.
This is a tough one here. The ball and the runner kind of arrive at the same time, and Alisea just kind of whips it, Ben. I just don't think he got a great look at it. I think the runner affects him, and he ends up way inside the baseball. What looked like might have been a 6-4-3 ends up nobody out and a tie.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup.
All against one of the best relievers in college baseball. Infield is in. Alisea bunts back to the mound, and a run scores.
Going for a throw-in.
7-3 Louisville, and no miss signs that time.
Well, we talked about Louisville and how many different ways that they can beat you. Beat you with their left.
Iva Arquette. First pitch swinging on a rope to left. That ball is back and gone. Leadoff home run, Arquette, and it's a 2-run ball game.
That's a poor throw that, picked off with.
Well, that's one way to get the night started.
And it's played forward.
We got a new leader in the distance clubhouse. A bomb. Sitting heater and gets one. You talk about right down Broadway, right mid-thigh. You think Daniel Levitch maybe thought, Ben, like you were saying, maybe they'll be taken. Let's get ahead. And Iva Arquette said, no, sir.
That's some quick hands, too. That ball looked like it got on him for a while, and he just went after it when he did.
Against all ACC, Zion Rose. First pitch swinging, flared into right, and that ball is fair. Monroe scores. King right behind him. Louisville leads.
Forwardson with intent.
Little cutter right here kind of stays in the heart of the play, but you see what he catches it a little bit off the.
Saudi Arabia looking to pass their way through.
1-2. And Rose pulls it down the left field line. Forward. Struck well into the corner. This ball is back.
That's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Zion Rose with a solo shot to begin the fourth.
Reina. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good mover. Reina.
Come on, we'll take a look at it. Yeah, a little spinner. And you see it starts it a little bit too far inside. That ball ends up right in the heart of the plate. And Rose on time with his 13th long ball of the year, his 67th RBI.
There's a sharp little ball here.
Not where you wanted that little spinner.
It's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Lifted high in the air by Gavin Turley. That ball at the wall and gone.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
At 110, and watch how subtle this move is. So it's a no-doubter, right? We know the back flip is kind of in vogue. How about the put your head down, KP? I'm kind of into this piece. Look.
Fine with that.
Look, just put your head down. Like there's something kind of freeing about not having to sweat it out. Because Gavin Turley knows when he hits a ball good,
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
He's at second for Monroe, who goes first pitch swinging in the air to left. Turley's back, and it is more focused on him now. Jake Monroe goes deep with a 2-run shot.
The 798 four-seamer right down Broadway. And Monroe just absolutely launches this one, catches it deep, and that is a no-doubter into the left field seats. Turley made up for maybe an ill-advised decision and Phil heads up.
Saudi Arabia.
And now we got flank bats.
Yeah,
I mean, it just kind of makes sense.
Away.
Does TrackMan track thrown bats?
Guess not.
What's that launch angle right there?
32.5.
Yeah.
Threads one in. Oh, such a clever touch.
This one ramps up the middle. Iva Arquette, the spin. The pick. Wow!
Nice interception. Well timed.
Trying to tell you, Ben.
That's what I've been wanting to see. I want to see the big fella move around a little bit now.
Mike Monaco, and then throw it accurately, right? So this ball, I think it bounces off the base, and the pirouette and a strike. You are so in a spin cycle there that you have to have that release point memorized, and that is as good as it gets there from Iva Arquette. Almost hit the umpire.
I love how he kept it low, too. He kept it low to give his first baseman a chance.
Craig unloads down the left field line and gone. No stride, no problem for Jacob Craig.
Watch that lead shoulder. He's going to load into that back hip, engage the lower half, and he catches that one right around the front foot. And a really tight turn there by Jacob Craig to get the barrel out in front. And a no-doubter on a day where the ball is flying to left field. And we're seeing some long balls here this afternoon, boys.
Yeah, we haven't had many long balls here at the College World Series so far this year, but the ball is traveling a little different today.
And now they can spring out of defense.
Line drive over Arquette in the left field.
It goes.
Louisville strikes first on a rocket from Eddie King.
Trying to get the ball down in the zone. Look where this pitch is. Down at his kneecaps, and Eddie King, who is as hot as any hitter in the country, a 111 one-iron into left field. That ball was juiced off the bat of Eddie King Jr., who continues to come up with.
Very nicely done.
Bar. And the hitters count 2-1. Chases there, carries away, and Wells Sykes scores. 5-1.
Just not
oh, the ball's
a different story now. I know how many people have told me about the knee.
He's
talking about a man on a mission. That was a super effort.
Turley on a line to left into the corner, and all the way
looking for options for movements.
Rose cuts it off. Arquette gets the windmill. Alisay's throw, not in time.
This is what good chemistry is all about. Clears it away. Reina. Good run down the right. Gets into some space. Oh, that's such a good run.
Arquette's definitely going to score. And he goes to the pop-up side. The ball just scoots out of his glove. And the athletic Arquette able to take advantage of it. Rose cuts this thing off, but it just pops out. And then Arquette just puts the gas pedal down. Beats the throw by a few feet. What a finish.
Two guys who had defensive miscues in the top of the ninth. Iva Arquette and Gavin Turley atone in the bottom of the ninth. Maybe the two best players on this team to get the job done, and the Beavers win it.
He's making a real surge on the left.
Pulled into the gap toward right center. With Talt on the
defense, though, able to hold on this side.
Bodine scores. Barthel right behind him. Mitchell to the plate, and it's a bases-clearing double for Kobe Thorndyke.
The year, but he has saved his best here down the stretch. And how about going out and hooking a breaking ball in the outer third of the plate, just outside the stretch of Easton Tall. And just when it looked like...
Nice sequence of passes, this. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Is this you when a foul ball comes your way?
Get onto this.
Dropping the ball. Embarrassing your kids. Dropping your kids. Bringing shame to your family.
And preventing and turning, which can open
Well,
up many
then
possibilities.
listen up, because I'm about to change your life.
Oh, this is a very good run. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
I'm America's dad, Jim Gaffigan, and I have a very important message for the fathers out there. We all know about the cool, hip dad, the dad that catches the foul ball or the home run while he's holding his own child.
Man, one-handed grab with a child in his lap and some hot dogs in his hands.
Well, that didn't happen by accident.
Strong and determined.
They happened because I taught them everything they know with Jim Gaffigan's Dad's Defensive Drills video.
Only available on VHS. Going told it could stream on ESPN Plus soon if they meet my demands.
Reina.
I, world-class athlete Jim Gaffigan, am here to teach you the secret how to catch a fly ball while holding your child. Sight, secure,
spread out to the left.
Side,
and that could set him on his way.
This is the drills video that produced back-to-back viral highlights. Make Dad go viral for the right reason.
Gotta focus on the ball.
Reina.
In 3 hours of specially formulated drills, you will learn to improve fear of the ball.
Robinson.
You were frightened of a ball. How dare you?
Hand-eye coordination.
The baby's gonna be all right. You know.
Doing things with the kid strapped to your chest.
That's been intercepted.
I want you to crawl next time. See if it's any faster.
This is the defensive drills video that gets results.
Thanks for the endorsement, Fred. But you don't have to take my word for it, or a Hall of Fame ball player. What about these all-stars?
That is lovely.
The men that have appeared on SportsCenter in the top 10, including everyone's favorite, Steve.
Out towards the flank.
Dad's making plays.
Nice. This is the Dad's defensive drills video that gets results.
Oh, he's got a side of goal.
Fred McGriff already did that one.
Yeah, he's offering
you're right.
an apology for that.
Talk
He
about
needed to
how it's
deliver a better ball.
VHS.
Without Jim and the fundamentals that he teaches, I might have dropped my beer.
One more time, more
Shifted
manly.
upfield.
When that home run came my way, all I could hear was Jim Gaffigan's voice in my ear saying,
Better not drop it.
Reina.
I caught the ball and held on to my baby. I didn't have to choose.
Oh,
Thanks,
well
Jim.
spotted.
"Thanks, Jim."
Thanks, Jim.
Let's get real. I used to be like you. Would you shut the f*** up? I'm trying to do something.
Thousands of hours of research, development, and grueling practice later, I have become the world's foremost expert on catching baseballs with children in tow and impressing a crowd full of strangers.
You know, this Father's Day, you should give your dad something every father wants. The respect of his family. With Jim Gaffigan's Dad's defensive drills video.
Sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
No babies were harmed during the filming, and if you are concerned about the safety of the dolls, you should consult your congressperson.
Who's Jim Gaffigan?
It's 2-0, and there's nowhere to put Luke Heyman.
Laid out to the right.
Wolf Diaz. Heyman.
That's nice.
Center field. Caught.
Decent ball.
And Heyman's the hero. Florida walks it off with a ninth-inning comeback.
Midfielder Weiss. He can't get it. It's over his head. Around third and scoring is Stovall.
And it's hoisted clear.
Walks it off.
Oh, what a pass! Opts to play it back.
1 and 2. Slow roller. It's through. Jason Gonzalez will win it in the bottom of the 12th. And what a night for the 9-hole here. Vanderbilt 7.
Out to the right.
6.
Swings it. Header! It wasn't a great header in the end.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Has rallied. They score 4 in the bottom of the 9th. And the 1-0 in the air. Left center field. Ross on the move. Won't get there. Tennessee walks it off.
Gently done.
1-2. That ball is hit
And it's played
deep to
forward.
left field. Is it enough?
Well, that is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
This guy's got some pretty good power.
That's been cut out. Well played.
And hits a bomb deep down the right field line. It's gone.
Green.
Holy cow! Cheers, Wheels.
Well, that is not the
This
best
one is
ball.
lifted to right,
He
and it's
offers
deep.
an apologetic look.
Back goes
He made it look
It's
a bit predictable.
And a home run for Vanderbilt as they win it in the bottom of the 9th on a walk-off from freshman
He's
Jared
gone
Kendall.
forwards.
Outfield is
Comes
coming
out of play.
A 1-1 to Tanner Leggett. That ball is into left field. Here comes Skinner. He's going to score. And Mississippi State walks it
That
off.
is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Line drive right field.
For
Base
Wilson
hit.
with intent.
South Carolina wins the College World Series.
Now Warren Morris. It's a deep drive down the right field line. That ball is gone! LSU wins the College World Series on a home run by Morris.
He's had it taken off him.
Missouri Valley Conference pick. Strikes
Forward it
out on the
goes.
breaking ball.
Out to the left it goes.
From Gage.
Down support
His
out
headphones
wide.
only maybe go cut the grass
He's
for
gone
now, but
away.
it's not been the case. And
Nice
what has been the
control.
case so far.
A sword and a nasty fastball from Gage Wood strikes out Dan Tonkin. Another 0-2 to Charlie Jury. Dropped in for strike 3, and it's 5 Ks for Gage Wood, who's been gnarly. 2-pitch to Cunningham. And a strikeout again for Wood. Dealt with injury there, and now Murray State. Gas again, 97 at the top of the zone, and 7 strikeouts among 10 batters faced for Gage Wood.
What are they doing to Bayou?
Swing and a miss. 2-2 pitch. On the edge for strike 3 call.
Those top shelf fastballs are actually strikes.
That's a top shelf curveball. That's a strike. It's 7 Ks in a row and 10 total for Gage Wood. 2-2. Oh, just buckles. The 1-2. Swing and a miss again. Gage Wood's 3-2 to Cunningham. Swing and a miss. Absolutely electric. Whose 2-2 pitch is caught and missed. Woods 0-2. Up the ladder for 15. Gage Woods 0-2. Sweet 16. One-two. Comes up and in and hits Bermeo.
He definitely turned. I'm okay with that, but watch the last move. Man, that's a tough one.
From Gage Wood.
Now, this could be a chance.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, just great
shot. 1-2. Swing and a miss.
Terrific save.
Greatness.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defense. Brilliant.
how are you, brother? What a day yesterday. Did you get a chance to look back and enjoy all of it yet? Or how have you kind of taken in the history that you created yesterday by throwing absolute gas for over 105 pitches over there in Omaha?
It's pretty surreal right now. Hasn't really fully settled in or anything yet, but I don't know, it's crazy. My phone still hasn't quit blowing up, so I mean, it's pretty cool.
Well, we appreciate you taking time to chit-chat with us, especially after the wave of emotions I could imagine you and the boys had last night and probably carried into the morning. A lot of history's on the line. You've already made some history of your own. Let's talk about you. Yeah, that moment right there, awesome. Okay. In the 8th inning, I believe, a batter called for time. Yep, here it is. And they were zoomed in on you. And you are how I would hope somebody who is in the middle of a fight or a physical sport would react. Felt like you felt challenged by the buddy and disrespected. When you talk about being in the zone, then your boys are like, yup, let's get this thing going, you know? Like, when you're in a zone like that, when do you know? And are you always the guy that is willing to fight the batter if they would like to, which is what it felt like yesterday?
Yes, exactly what you said. I felt like it was kind of a challenge. You know, I feel like everyone in that ballpark knew what was at stake right there. After I hit that guy on the foot, I wasn't going to lose the other part of that game that I wanted. And when he did that, it was basically, I feel like he was challenging me, and there was no way I was not winning.
Tidy in possession here, hit into the middle, and he's there to clear it. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Hey, you just came over here and gave a hug to Connor Cunningham-White.
Here's it away.
Because, I mean, I work out with that guy in the offseason, and, you know, like, I mean, I didn't expect to see him here. I mean, and, like, I got to play against him, you know. He got there a year late than from when I graduated, but, I mean, I work out with that guy in the offseason. You know, he's a grinder. He works his tail off every day, and he's my scramble buddy, too, and I mean, I'm looking forward to working with him every offseason going forward. You know, he's going to get drafted one day. You know, he's a solid shortstop. I think he was freshman of the year for them. So, of course, I'm going to go over there and talk to my guy. Like, I mean, I'm on cloud 9 and their season ended, but, you know, I mean, I'm going to go tell him I love him. Great job and keep working.
You just threw the 3rd no-hitter in the history of this event. How do you describe your emotions?
I shouldn't have hit the guy. That's it. That's all I got to say.
When did you realize something special was happening?
I mean, I didn't throw a pitch out of the stretch for a while. I was like, oh.
Raise it forward.
And your fastball, how did that feel to you?
It was coming out pretty good, it felt like today. I mean, it's nice and warm, so I was feeling pretty good.
Your family's here watching. We saw pictures of them and their emotions. How meaningful have they been to you in your journey?
I mean, they're everything. You know, they sacrifice a lot of time and money and everything to take me all over the country to play baseball. You know, I can't thank them enough, and even my high school coaches that are here right now, my high school strength coach, I wouldn't be where I am today without Price Holmes.
Yeah, you're an Arkansas kid. You're representing Arkansas. What's this program meant to you?
It's everything, you know. I mean, it's the only thing I'm focused on. We got to keep winning, you know. We want the whole thing.
Hey, last one in this elimination game. Dave Van Horn has talked to you guys about how bad he wants this for you. What does he mean to you in this program?
It's everything, you know. Like everybody says, if there's one thing missing in that trophy room, you know, he's going to go down as one of the baseball legends. And every day we're working to get that for him.
Congratulations.
We're going to give up quick.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Pass is intercepted.
And here he comes, coming home. Here's the throw, and he is
passing is crisp and sharp.
West dared him the entire time, and Root fired it to Helfrich. And we'll see if the Bruins want to appeal this one. Dean West was standing at third base. He was coming in hard. That's a difficult pitch to handle to make the play like that. He almost hit it.
Yeah.
Nicely intercepted. Keep the ball and you win the game. It
Decker
really
sends this one to left. Coming in is West. 2 minutes to be added on. What a catch! Dean West in left field dives and prevents big runs from scoring.
This ball slicing away from left fielder West, and watch this. He is tracking the whole time and lays out and picks it right up off the grass to get UCLA Off the field, Murray State picks up 1, but down 5.
Question's going to be with Paul Skeens, Livy Dunn, LSU fan base here in town. Will he even kind of make eye contact, give a little thumbs up to Paul Skeens on his way to the plate for the first time? And speaking of the plate, we take a look at the UCLA batting order. It's brought to you by Capital One. He'll bat second. You're just going to hear a lot about him tonight. This was a kid that had a chance to play quarterback at Notre Dame. He does everything phenomenal in the field.
And he's in on goal.
Casey, congratulations.
So
knowing what was in
over.
store if you lost this game and having to play tonight, what did you feel like you had to give your team on the mound today?
I mean, just go out there and compete was the main thing. I knew if we lost, then we'd have to play again tonight, and